Today we see the crowd of people following Jesus across the lake. We remember that the day before, Jesus had been on the mountain and he blessed the bread and he broke it and he distributed it to all those people. And so from 5 loaves, that whole crowd of thousands of people were filled and they were satisfied. And so that's what he tells these people. He says, it's you come to me not because you have seen wonders and signs. It's because that you have been filled and that you are satisfied. We know that when Jesus was on the mountain there, he had healed many people. He had healed the lame and cured the blind, and he had also surely chased away demons from the possessed. And he also preached to the people, and he gave them a wonderful teaching. And those things were all very good. But then he gave them the bread. He gave them the bread which foreshadowed the Eucharist. And so they were filled with that bread, and they were satisfied, and they were in a great state. And that compelled them to follow Jesus to the other side of the lake of Tiberias. And he says, yes, it is because you have been satisfied that you have come to me. It's not just because you have seen signs and wonders. And so in our own lives, we must remember that, yes, all the signs and wonders are good things. They lead us to Jesus. All these good things, the wonders that we see around us, and the teaching of Jesus as well in Scripture, and all that is very good to lead us to Jesus. But ultimately, when we receive him in the Eucharist, we want to withdraw into ourselves and to be there in the intimacy with Jesus, and perhaps exchanging a few words of devotion or love, and then maybe resting moments of silence filled with his presence. And so we are there alone with him. And what's beautiful about this is after we've received him and we spent that time of intimacy with him, we can go out into the world and be witnesses of Jesus and be witnesses of the love of Jesus. We can be witness of that love that we received from him in that deep prayer, and we can go out and share it. And so we go out and we want to share Jesus with others. And so it's not that we seek to coerce or to manipulate or to force people, but it's that we want to be there with them. We want to accompany them. We want to understand them and hear their needs. And we want to walk with them along the way. And just as Jesus came and approached and joined the pilgrims on the route to Emmaus, yes, we are called as well to walk with people along their path in this life. And so, yes, we can help them, but we can only lead them to Jesus, and then they themselves have to receive him himself and enter into that same relationship and that loving devotion. So let us always remember in our lives that, yes, there are signs and that can lead us to Jesus, but ultimately we have to receive him in our hearts and minds, and we receive him in the Eucharist, and he draws us within ourselves. And then after we receive him and pray with him and spend time with him, and then we can go as well and be witnesses of Jesus to all those around us, because we can share of that love that we received of him. We can draw from the source, the well of his love, and we can let that pour out upon all those who we encounter each day of our lives. So let us always come back to Jesus as the source of our lives and the source of all the good that we can do. And remember that he is there for us, walking along the way with us, as we in turn strive to walk with others along the path of life.